In 2024, Starbucks lost customers for an entire year straight. Comparable sales fell. Foot traffic fell harder. The company that once seemed unstoppable was suddenly closing stores and replacing its CEO. The official story is competition and post-pandemic habits. The real story is a behavioral economics case study, hiding inside a coffee cup. I'm a behavioral economist. In under 5 minutes, I'll show you the bias that quietly broke Starbucks operations, and the exact moment the company figured out the fix. Picture the menu board. Iced, hot, blonde, dark oat, almond, 4-pump, half-calf, extra hot, light ice. By 2024, Starbucks offered over 170,000 ways to customize a single drink. On paper, that's freedom. In practice, it's a wall of decisions stacked on top of a wall of decisions, for the customer ordering, and for the barista trying to make it correctly under pressure. This is choice overload, the same mechanism behind the famous jam study, where a table with 24 flavors attracted more browsers, but a table with just 6 sold 10 times more jam. Past a certain number of options, the mental effort of comparing them outweighs the satisfaction of choosing, and the easiest response becomes hesitation, abandonment, or simply a worse, slower experience. Starbucks didn't just create this problem for customers. It exported the same cognitive overload onto its own employees. Every customization had to be remembered, sequenced, and executed correctly, order after order, during the busiest hours of the day. Internally, Starbucks knew something was wrong before the public did. The company's own 2024 results stated plainly that an expanded range of product offerings and more frequent promotions failed to improve customer behavior. Sales kept declining anyway. Employees, meanwhile, described mobile order stations overwhelmed with complex customizations that slowed every single transaction behind them, creating long lines, inconsistent drinks, and a service experience that felt chaotic rather than premium. When Brian Niccol took over as CEO in late 2024, fresh from leading a menu simplification turnaround at Chipotle, he diagnosed the exact mechanism we've just named. Starbucks announced it would cut roughly 30% of its menu, eliminate certain customizations entirely, and even reduce the maximum items allowed per mobile order. Not because the company suddenly had less to offer, because it had finally recognized that more options were costing it customers, not winning them. This is the same mechanism behind nearly every successful menu in food service, the small, tightly curated card that turns out to outperform the laminated 40-item one. It's why the most successful new restaurant concepts of the last decade often launch with deliberately short menus. Starbucks spent 2 decades building outward into maximum choice. Its recovery plan, instead, is about subtraction. The lesson scales down to your own decisions too. When a choice feels harder the longer you look at the options, more menu items, more subscription tiers, more product variants, that's not a sign you need more research. It's choice overload doing exactly what it does. The fix is never more options. It's fewer, chosen with more confidence. I'm a behavioral economist, and this channel exists to show you the mechanism, every week. If you'd rather see it than fall for it, subscribe.